What's going on, everybody? Jason here, and today I've got this 2022 Ford F450 Limited Super Duty with the dually wheels. Now, right before I jump into this F450 Limited, if you guys are enjoying these types of reviews, please be sure to hit the subscribe button and hit the like button, as it does help out the channel and it helps with the YouTube algorithm. With that being said, let's jump right into this 2022 Ford F450 Limited Super Duty with the dually wheels and see what it's all about. So when it comes to the Ford F450s, there are different trims that you can get, such as the XL, XLT, Lariat, King Ranch, Platinum, or the Limited, which you're looking at. Since this is the top trim that you can get, you will also get a ton of standard safety features with this. Regardless of whichever trim you choose, you're still gonna get your SOS post-crash alert system and your My Key. But starting with the Lariat and onwards, you're also gonna have your standard advanced security pack system. And then when it comes to this Limited here, standard, you're gonna get your blind spot monitoring with cross traffic alert and trailer coverage, adaptive cruise control, pre-collision assist with automatic emergency braking, lane departure warning, reverse sensing system, lane keeping alert, and then you also have your ultimate trailer tow camera system, so the 360 system and all of that. Starting things off in the front of this F450 Limited, just by looking at the truck, you can see how aggressive the front end looks. Starting at the bottom, you've got this massive plastic piece that goes across the whole bumper, and then on your actual bumper, you do have your body colored front and rear bumpers, which of course are standard. Also, you've got your chrome tow hooks in the front, along with your LED fog lights, and then you've got a ton of chrome in the grille area, along with your Ford badge, and then you have a camera underneath as well, part of your 360 package. And you can't forget about these beautiful quad beam LED headlamps. These headlights do look really nice on these trucks, and they just complete the whole front end. Something I wish that they had is in the front, you see a lot of body color, a lot of chrome, and then a lot of plastic pieces. And I think those black plastic pieces would have just looked even better in chrome, since you already have a lot of chrome in the grille area, or have a package where you can just black everything out. But regardless, it's a very clean setup. Above your grille area, etched right into your hood, you do get the Super Duty lettering. Another thing that is standard with this truck are your LED clearance lamps. Making your way over to the side of the F450 Limited, you really get to see how massive this truck really is. And that's obviously because you get a 8-foot bed with the dually wheels, which makes the road presence on this truck something to see. Another nice standard feature that comes with this truck are your Power Scope trailer tow mirrors with memory. These you do get half in body color and half in black. I think these would have made the truck pop if it was just fully body color. You've also got your body color / chrome door handles, which do look really nice on this truck because you've already got bits and pieces of chrome. You also can't forget about your massive Limited F450 badge on the side, along with your 6.7 liter Power Stroke badge as well. Something that you definitely need on this truck, and it does come standard thankfully, are your power deployable side steps. And then you've got these beautiful 19.5-inch forged polished aluminum wheels, which tie in the whole aesthetic of the truck together. Now the front wheels are missing the center cap, so you will get that as well. Coming to the side of the bed, you've also got your marker lights, just because of how wide these trucks become when they become dualies. But you'll also notice the FX4 off-road decal, and that's because this truck has the available FX off-road package, which is going to give you your hill descent control, premium off-road shocks, transfer case and fuel tank skid plates, and then this decal on both sides. Now coming to the rear of the F450 Limited, starting off at the bottom, like I mentioned in the front, you also get your rear body color bumper, and then you have your sensors built in. Just like how I was talking about the mirrors, I wish they made the sensors body color as well, but I guess because the top half of the bumper is in black, those do kind of tie in. You've also got your standard hitch at the back, and then above that you've got your wiring, plugs and whatnot. You've got 3 more marker lights right under the tailgate, and on the actual tailgate I love the massive badging where it says Limited Super Duty. I think this looks really nice. Up by your tailgate handle, you've got cameras as well, a part of your 360 package, which I'll show you inside. And then you've got these nice looking LED tail lamps with the sensor in the middle. Opening up the tailgate on this bad boy, you've already got your spray and bed liner, and then also your box link system, along with your standard LED bed lighting. Below your bed lighting, you've also got your plugs and whatnot. And on all of the F450s, you do get the standard 5th wheel gooseneck trailer hitch prep group, which you see see in the middle there. And then on the tailgate, you'll notice this little piece here. And if you press that button in the middle, this will bring out your step to get in and out of the bed. And right beside that, like you see here, you can pull this assist handle out if you do need it. Two other great standard features that come with the F450 is that you get a rear power sliding window. But if you look right above that, you're also gonna get your center high mounted stoplight camera, which just gives you more angles of the truck that you can see. Now, entering into the rear of the F450, this is probably my favorite part because of the interior color. You've got a two-tone interior, and it's actually called the Admiral Blue / Light Slate interior. With the door trim, it's a pretty clean setup because at the bottom, as you see, you've got a decent amount of room to put small little things and for cup holders and whatnot. And then you've got your speaker right there. Now, this does have the best of the best sound system, which is your Bang & Olufsen premium sound system. You've got some space in the center of the door, and then you've got the upper half in blue with a very unique looking wood trim accent piece. As for the rear seats, you've got a fully leather interior, and again, you've got the two-tone seats, which just make the interior pop so much because even the designing on the seats just looks really nice. And then you've also got this nice chrome limited badge right on the seats. Not only does the interior look nice, but you also get rear heated seats, which are standard. Pulling down the center armrest, this will bring out the two cup holders for the rear passengers. If you go ahead and lift up both of these seats in the rear, you do have a ton of room in the bottom there to put all sorts of stuff, and it's a nice box shape, so things are not going to go flying all over. And another benefit is that you can actually go ahead and lock it. Behind the driver and passenger seats, you've got the full leather back seating, and you also have two map pockets for additional storage. As for the rear center console area, you've got two cup holders up above, and then below that you've got your venting, a 12-volt adapter, your rear heated seat buttons, charging ports, and a 110-volt plug. Heading into the front of the F450 Limited, it's exactly like the rear, just a little bit more bigger. As you can see at the bottom, you've got a ton more storage area there, and then in the middle of the door you still got the same storage area. You've got your speaker. Above that, you've got your buttons for your driver memory seating. This does come standard with the Limiteds. And then you've got your typical window controls, side mirror controls, and whatnot. And then you've got your leather section in Admiral Blue, along with your nice looking wood trim piece. As for your front seats, just like the rear, you've also got them in two-tone, and they just look very comfortable. Also, just like the rear, on the seat you do get your Limited badging. And not only are the front seats heated seats, but they're also ventilated seats as well. Another amazing standard feature that come with the Limiteds is that your front seats will have the unique multi-contour massaging seats. So where you would typically have your power adjustable buttons, if you look at the lumbar support controls and that center button there, once you press that, that will activate your massaging seats, or you can use the touchscreen as well. You've also got these door sills that say Limited, and it does light up at night, which is nice. Underneath, nothing too crazy, just your foot pedals and your parking brake. You've also got your parking brake release right above that, and down below you've got your hood latch release. If you look above your parking brake release, you do have two buttons. One is for your power adjustable foot pedals, and this will be standard with the Limited, and then the other one is to open up your tailgate. Above that, you've got your typical lighting controls. You've got your dimmers as well, and then if you look right above that, you do have your buttons for your exterior lighting, which is on your side mirrors. As for your steering wheel, this is a power adjustable steering wheel, and this is definitely a must-have if you're going to be spending this amount of money on a truck. Entering into the F450, you've got a mixture of hard soft leather along with some pieces in plastic, but overall it's a very clean setup. As for your center gauge cluster, it's a typical one. You've got the usual information that you have in front of you, and you also have the Limited lettering, but in your center screen here you have a bunch of different options that you can kind of go through, and you really don't have to take your eyes off the road or even look over on your touchscreen. It's just right in front of you. As for the steering wheel, this will be your standard heated steering wheel, and a fully leather wrapped one as well in that beautiful Admiral Blue. Over on the left side of the steering wheel, you've got controls for your center gauge cluster, and right below that you've got your buttons for your cruise control settings. While on the right side of the steering wheel, you've got your volume and radio controls, and below that are your Bluetooth buttons. Now behind the steering wheel on the left side, you've got your typical windshield wiper controls, high beam controls, and your indicators. And on the other side, you've got your gear lever, and on that you can also select different drive modes. Over on your center handrest, it's fully covered in blue leather, and then you've also got this really nice looking F450 Limited badge in kind kind of this matte black and chrome surrounding it, it definitely gives it that nice touch. Now, typically when you open up the center console area, you would have some storage area. Now, you still do in this, but this one does have the available center console safe. So as you see, once you open it up, you do still have a decent amount of deep storage area where you can keep all of your valuables. Right in front of your center handrest, you do have a ton more storage area along with 2 cup holders for the front passengers. And if you slide over that top plate on the cup holders to the other side, this will give you 2 more cup holders for the front. In front of that, you've got another compartment which is covered in the same wood trim accent piece that's on the doors. But if you go ahead and open it up, with the Limiteds, you are going to get your standard wireless charging pad and USB ports as well. Above that, you've got your typical heating and cooling buttons along with your heated and ventilated seat buttons, and further up you've got controls for your multimedia. To the left of all of that, you've got your typical 2 high, 4 high, and 4 low, along with a standard trailer brake controller that comes with the Limiteds and your trailer backup control. Up front, you do have another 12 volt adapter and another 110 volt plug. And then you've got this really nice looking 12-inch screen. There's a lot that you can do on here, and you can actually have it in a split screen as you're looking at right now. So on your audio, you've got your typical AM, FM, Sirius XM stuff. Over on your phone tab, you can just pair your phone if you like. And then over on your navigation tab, you've got this nice looking screen here, which is pretty responsive. On your favorites tab here, you can kind of customize what things you want here, so you can remove and add the ones that you use the most. Under your apps section, you can access your Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, or you can search for mobile apps as well. Under the settings tab here, you can kind of fine tune small little things like the clock and whatnot to your liking and really customize it to how you really need it. Also, if you just scroll over, like I was mentioning, you can also control your massage seats from this screen. And then you also have this section that I was talking about, the split screen, where you can have different things on here as well if you don't want them to be in the bigger area. Above your screen, you've got a few more buttons. Starting from the left, you've got your engine exhaust brake, your traction control, hill descent control, lane keep assist, and your 360 camera system. When you press the camera button, this brings up the 360 system. So from here, you've got a bunch of different angles that you can see of the truck. So it really helps when you're getting into tight spaces, or if you need to get a little too close to something, you have a bunch of different options that you can pick from so that you don't need to worry about anything. Up top on the dashboard, you have a little bit more area to put small little items, along with your Bang & Olufsen speaker as well. Up top, you've got your typical rear view mirror, and further up, you've got 6 switches, which are your upfitter switches, and these are standard with the Limiteds. You've also got your button to control your rear power sliding window, your interior dome lighting, your sunshade control, and your sunroof controls. And having the dual panoramic sunroof, I think, is a must-have. If you can get it in that vehicle, you should definitely go ahead and get that option. Also, with the F450 Limited, you do get kind of a more premium headliner as well, which is called your Miko suede headliner. Coming over to the passenger side, you've got the typical room in the glove department, so you can put a decent amount of things, but if that does get full, you have a smaller one just right above that. But even if that gets full, you've got a secondary one right above all of that. So you've got a ton of storage solutions when it comes to this Limited. And closing the secondary compartment, you've got this nice Super Duty lettering surrounded by kind of this brushed aluminum look. Here is the key fob for the F450. You've got your typical unlock, lock, remote start, tailgate release, and your panic button. And on the rear, you've just got your regular Ford logo. Now, as for what powers this monster, it's a 6.7 liter Power Stroke V8 turbo diesel engine, which is going to give you 475 horsepower and a whopping 1,050 foot-pound of torque. And as for when it comes to towing with this machine, with your conventional towing and with this particular engine setup, with the 4x4 version of the F450, you'll be able to tow a little over 24,000 pounds. But with your fifth wheel and gooseneck towing, that is going to bump it up to about 32,600 pounds. And here is the window sticker for the 2022 Ford F450 Limited Super Duty with the dually wheels. You've got your typical information about the truck in green, and below that you've got your typical standard equipment, exterior, interior, functional, safety, warranty, and all of that good stuff, followed by your optional equipment. And this truck pretty much has everything that you can get. Then you've got your total MSRP at the bottom. Now keep in mind, this would be minus any dealer discounts or manufacturing discounts if they are being offered. Well, that does it for this 2022 Ford F450 Limited Super Duty with the dually wheels. Let me know in the comments down below, do you love this truck or do you hate it?